Now, let's move on to another story. And this one doesn't make sense at all. It's about Togo. No, not the country. Togo makes sense as a country. If you've never been to Togo, allow me to plead with you. And this, in fact, is a free promo tourism for Togo because it is a country very dear to my heart. Right? Shout out to Emmanuel Adebayo. But yeah, if you've never been to Togo, you need to go to Togo. It's a beautiful country. It's a tropical paradise. You go to Togo and you feel like nature is just showing off. Honestly, I mean, this is Togo. The beaches are beautiful, clean. The landscape is amazing. The people, mwah. The food. Okay. If you've never had Togolese food before, please try it out. Please. Ewa going is mashed beans with red oil and fried pepper. It's, again, there's nothing quite like it. Ewa going is life. It's life. Ewa going is everything and more. But yes, away from the food, away from the beautiful paradise that is Togo, let's talk about the weird system of governance that's going on there. Because you see, the president, FAURE, and I hope I'm pronouncing this right. I'm gonna try. FAURE GNASSINGBE. The president is FAURE GNASSINGBE. And any Togolese, watching this channel, although I don't know, how many could possibly stumble upon this video because it's a predominantly French-speaking country. They were colonized by the French, which is weird because there are a few English-speaking countries in West Africa all surrounded by French-speaking countries. And I don't know how to speak French. I'm going to try, for the sake of my French-speaking neighbors. But yes, away from me. So, you see, FAURE GNASSINGBE has been president of Togo since 2005. Since 2005. But now, he has changed his official title from president to president of the Council of Ministers. And that is a new post, which is now the highest office in the land. Oh my God, why does my lights keep doing this? Okay, I'm just going to have to fix that because it's weird. Go off, off, stay. Got it. Okay, so FAURE GNASSINGBE went from being president, which is the highest office in the land, to president of the Council of Ministers, which is now the highest office in the land, and the office of the president is now purely ceremonial. Does it make sense? Okay, hold on. This happened because last year, the government of Togo moved from a presidential system of governance to a parliamentary system of governance. It's kind of like saying, we don't want to have a president, kind of like Nigeria does. They don't want to have a president anymore. They want to have a prime minister, something like the UK and Canada does. Yeah? Now, you see, the way the parliamentary system of governance works is that every political party gets to fight for seats in the parliament. And then the party with the majority has to choose within themselves who becomes the leader of the party in parliament. And that leader of the party essentially becomes prime minister, right? So in the case of Togo, they moved from a presidential system of government where everybody in the country could vote for presidents to a parliamentary system of government where the people in the country now vote for their parliamentary members, and then the parliamentary members then vote for, amongst themselves, who becomes the leader of the parliament, who is essentially the highest official in the country. But there is a little dirty scheme at play here. Because you see, FAURE Asingbe has his cronies, his allies, his cousins, his friends as parliamentarians. And these people are expected to reward these gifts of a seat in parliament by voting FAURE Asingbe in as the leader of the party. It's just expected. So the people of Togo can no longer vote for who becomes president because that position is now ceremonial. And it doesn't matter who they vote in as parliamentarians. Those people are expected to vote FAURE Asingbe into power as leader of the party because, well, he gave them a gift of an election that wasn't exactly free and fair. I mean, there are so many things that the former president, now president of the Council of Ministers, has done in the past to just cripple, dissent or the opposition. He's arrested opposition politicians. He bans the Catholic Church from sending election observers out into the streets whenever elections were happening. He took so many steps that many just said, nah, no, this man has no business with free and fair governance or free and fair election. And so he's going to continue his family's nearly 57-year rule. Because you see, FAURE Asingbe has been in power since 2005. Before then, his father, Yasingbe Eyedama, was in power for nearly 40 years. And now he's going to remain in power for God knows how long. Togo is not by any measure a rich country. So it begs the question, why exactly do you want to remain in power for as long as you've remained in power? Because, look at the lives of your people. But, I guess it means nothing to a dictator. I mean, you look at what's happening in Cameroon with Paul Biya. He's been in power since, the 80s. There are people in Cameroon who've never known any leader other than Paul Biya. And they're older, people in their late 30s. Early 40s, really. They don't even know any leader other than Paul Biya. It is insane. It is insane. And as a Nigerian, we narrowly escaped having, a military dictator or even just a dictatorship in power. But I can't help but wonder, what our lives would be like if every 4 years we didn't have the option of going to the polls and voting out the persons that we voted in 4 years before. I can't imagine. Flawed as our democratic system is, there's hope that it can get better, and I do hope that it gets better. But yeah, it's crazy, this whole development in Togo. And speaking of crazy things, this picture. You see, I don't get this guy. I don't get Donald Trump. As a Catholic, I'm like, why? It's stupid. It makes absolutely no sense. And as a human being, I'm like, you're disgusting. No, really, you are. You're really disgusting. But whatever makes you happy, my guy. Anyway, let me know what you think of these stories down in the comment section. If you've liked this, if you like this video, please don't forget to share with your friends. Leave me a comment, so that the algorithm will suggest this video to others as well. And I promise you, I will be back with another video in 2, maybe 3 days. I'm back for real now, yeah? For real.